I'm Sam, and this is Amazing Travels.
Hey everybody, it's week 38. On Tuesday, I went back to work after a 5-day hiatus or so. I can't say it was my favorite thing. I mean, as much as I love what I do, just having to go to work makes it a little bit less fun. You know what I mean? Anyway, no big deal. I was able to relax after work by going to Alex and Felix's house and watching Bayern versus some kind of French team, I believe it was. Another soccer game. And Bayern won, so throw it up. Props. They are one step closer to winning a different kind of championship title. There's like way too many different leagues and ways to win championships here in Europe, so I'm still trying to like really get to know what the heck is going on. Wednesday, I left work early because, well, I really had nothing to do and no one was in the office, and I was like, why am I here wasting my time on Facebook and other social networking sites when I can be home? Went for a nice long run in the forest outside my house and then recorded another episode of Slack Life TV. Thursday was a beautiful spring day. I went out and had lunch at this sushi restaurant, and I swore to myself I would never eat sushi here because the first time I did it, well, tasted like gross. I decided, you know what, maybe it was just that one place. I will go somewhere else. I will try sushi again. This place I went to had a sushi meal deal, which sounds kind of sketchy, like, you know, 2 rolls plus miso soup and a drink, all for €6. Could be sketchy. It wasn't. It was awesome. After work, I went to Alex's house to see a movie. We saw The Time Traveler's Wife. It's kind of a crazy film. The concept was pretty insane, and I liked it a lot. Besides that, I found it really weird that he's naked all the time when he's traveling through time. I don't see why he has to be naked, but whatever. Friday was another beautiful day, so I decided, hey, why not go out to lunch again? Went out to this cool Vietnamese place, which I found online saying it was good. $4.90, an awesome huge bowl of some kind of delicious Vietnamese cuisine. Friday night, I was Becca's date to her boss, Danny's 30th birthday party. She had a +1, and well, she was like, hey, want to come with me? And I said, hell yeah, girl, I want to go with you. You know, she's like, there's going to be some food, there's going to be some beer, so let's do it. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. It's not really how the conversation went down, but, you know, something like that. So remember how I said there was going to be food at the party because Becca told me there was going to be food at the party? When we got together, she's like, I'm not exactly sure how much food's going to be there. We were both starving, looked at each other. We're really nearby the place already and see that there are no food places open. We're the kind of girls that gotta eat. So we see a Spätkauf. A Spätkauf is like a convenience store. Figured it was a good idea to go in there and get something to eat before we head to this party. Looking around the Späti, we find nothing too scrumptious looking besides a bag of chips, and you know, it's like chips for dinner. Come on now. Trying to be healthy here. Walk over to the fridge section and I see salami. You know, some kind of meat. Meat's just assorted everywhere. We like meat. Sounds good. Unfortunately, there was no bread around, so, well, sat outside the Spätkauf, lost, not being able to find this venue where her boss's birthday party was, eating slices of deli meat. Kinda awkward. Nonetheless delicious, and we weren't hungry anymore. Finally, we get to Danny's birthday party, and it's small. Becca and I are obviously the only Americans and the only ones, like, our age, you know, 23. Everyone's 30-ish, maybe older, and then there was, like, everybody was German. So we had to intermingle. It's not like that big a deal or anything, but I felt like an outsider looking in on this cool 30th birthday party. Becca knew some people because they were her coworkers, and obviously she knew her boss. But the fact that we got to watch like a slideshow of his baby pictures and all this stuff kind of made it really interesting. Not to mention, Danny is a politician here in Berlin, so he's like an elected official. So when he was like, you know, kind of like partying for his birthday and stuff, we're like at a politician's birthday party with like his mom and his friends, and there's like alcohol around. It was still like this cool wallflower kind of experience that I got to feel. The venue that Danny rented out was all for us, had his own DJ, and let me just say we jammed to a lot of German music that day. Just like boom, 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 Germany, Germany music, Germany music. I wasn't very familiar with all the songs, but you know, we joined the conga line, we joined the dancing, we didn't care. It's all about the experience, about the culture, so it was quite fun. Saturday the weather is nice and we went to a beer garden. Went with the Frenchies, Louise, Quentin, and Roland, and of course the usual crew, Jessica and Juan, and some of Jessica's co-workers. But the guest of honor was Nico, who I studied with in Australia 2.5 years ago, and I hadn't seen him in, well, 2.5 years. It was really nice to see Nico again, to catch up on what we've been doing the last 2 years and what we're planning on doing now. The beer garden wasn't enough for Juan, Jessica, and the Frenchies, so we saw nothing wrong with coming home and making the night a mojito night. Juan is the bartender, Juan as the whole mastermind behind this plan. Called in a night around 10:30, 11, pretty early, but when you consider we were at the beer garden at 3, it was kind of a long stretch of time. Sunday, today, woke up and it is a gorgeous day outside. Lara's having her 13th birthday party here today, so a bunch of her friends are running around the house. I got to set up the slackline for them. I wanted to finally try it out. The weather was perfect for it. It was my real first slacklining session for me to really try to get this thing done. On the road to becoming a pro, I'd like to say. I guarantee I will get better and that I will be a pro because you know, me and the slackline ho, which are Ashley, Alyssa, and Carly, if you don't remember or if you kind of missed that episode. Other awesome things about this week. The weather, wonderful. Mother Nature, you're doing great. Good job. Keep getting warmer. I'm loving it. I also started my marathon training this week. So I ran every day. Okay, 5 days out of 7. Not too bad. Already starting to notice the bread and butter weight sliding off the bones, sort of. Something else super de-duper exciting. My mom and my abuela, my grandmother, will be coming in 2 days. I am so excited, and of course it'll be great to give my grandma and my mom a big old hug when they get here at the airport. So stay tuned for that next week. As for now, I want to show you basically all my slackline skills in the week in review.
So here I am setting up the slackline. Yes, I used a YouTube video in order to, do it right so I wouldn't kill myself. This is the first tree that I wrapped up, and that's the second tree. Unfortunately, it was a Christmas tree, and it was not strong enough, so I had to eventually hook it up to this other tree right there, and then everything was a-okay. So I decided, hey, it is time to try this thing out, and here is me balancing, doing my best, balancing on the other foot, and then this happens. Whoa. Yeah, that happened quite a lot, but it's all about trying. See, now I'm getting better. Look at that. I'm there, balancing, walking a little bit. It's getting there. A pro will come soon. We have this awesome ping pong table. I mean, look at all these awesome outdoor activities because it's springtime. Here's a little sneak preview of Lada's birthday party. Everyone enjoying themselves. Pretty sweet.